Good morning, everyone. Look at the beautiful day. I have my door open with the screen shut, and I have a window open in the kitchen because it is just a little after 10 in the morning and it is already 65 degrees. So yeah, it's a beautiful day. It really is. And this is quite unusual. Although they did say in the local news yesterday that the high for today in history, since they've been, doing that, was 75 degrees. And they said there was a good chance that we would tie or maybe even possibly exceed that. So I guess it's happened in the past, but not to my recollection, that's for sure. But today I am going to need to get to a few stores. There's just a few things I need to get, but I think I'm going to try hitting some thrift stores and see what I can't find there. And I probably, given this kind of weather, need to scoot over to my vet and get some flea and tick meds because, they're out. Anyways, at least the ticks are. That's my plans, and I'll check back with you throughout my day. I hope you have a good one. Well, I am on my way to a couple stores and actually was thinking about stopping at the thrift store. And ours is a Salvation Army thrift store, and honestly, I don't find too many buys, but I gotta go down that way anyways, so I'm gonna stop and see what I can find. Talk to you in a bit. Well, I went to two different thrift stores and I was not very successful with anything. But when I got in the car, because he lives. And that's what we hold on to, no matter what. So right now, I am going to get some Chick-fil-A and enjoy the rest of my afternoon. Well, I'm back home again and still enjoying my Chick-fil-A lemonade. they make a fresh squeeze there. But anyways, all that running around, and the only thing I found that I'm very happy that I found, it's windy here, can you tell? Look at my hair, is a great big wide mouth mason jar. And this is I believe a 6-cup. Yeah, it's 6-cup size, and it was $2. But I didn't get that at a thrift store. I actually got that at the Christmas tree store. That was only $2. I like to use it to put my my trail mix in. I'm just sitting out here enjoying the afternoon. It's starting to get a little bit more cloudy, and tomorrow it's actually supposed to be cooler, a lot cooler. I guess rain is supposed to move in, so there's chance of thunderstorms because of the cold front coming in, and it's so warm. I mean, it's in the 70s right now. But I put the GoPro on Mindy Lou. I'll talk to you soon. Good evening, everyone. I trust you've had a very nice day. And I pray that as you go into this weekend, that you will have a fabulous and safe and wonderful weekend too. Tonight, I want to read from Proverbs chapter 22, verse 17. And bow down thine ear is how the King James Version begins this verse. But an easier understanding of this verse is translated a different way in the New King James Version. It says, incline your ear and hear the words of the wise, and apply your heart to my knowledge. You know, we live in a time where we have access to facts regarding just about anything, because all we have to do is Google it. But being knowledgeable is more than just knowing facts, but it is also understanding why they matter and how they fit into context with how we live and what we believe. We need wisdom to sort through all the information that is available at our fingertips. You know, by nature, mankind rebels, so most live and die in ignorance. Each of us are born with arrogance that resists humbling ourselves to the instructions from others. And our nature would rather think on our own thoughts and tell others our own opinions than listening to other people. And our hearts love its own foolish notions and is not prone to really want to change. But verse 17, it speaks of inclining our ear to hear the wisdom of the wise and then applying it to our hearts and to our lives. This simply means that we are not only to listen to God's word, but we are to submissively obey it as well. There is a reason that Jesus told us we need to have faith as a child. Children have limited knowledge. They're still learning. They're still trusting. And they are aware of the fact that they don't know it all. They trust those around them to teach them and are willing to lean on others for help. They are willing to learn, so their knowledge is actually growing every day. And we are being told in verse 17 that we are to apply our hearts to his knowledge, which is telling us to apply our mind to the Lord's knowledge. The words of the wise are to be heard with humility and deep attention, which is why we are told to incline our ear or bow down thine ear. It takes humility to bow. Because the words from the wise are not only to be heard, but they are to be pondered and meditated on. And there are 3 prerequisites for learning truth and wisdom, and they are not listed in any school or any college handbook. First, you must humble yourself in order to admit that you need to be taught. Second, you must stop talking and concentrate so that you can be taught by those wiser than you. And third, then you must love and commit to what you are being taught. And this process guarantees learning. and I want to give you a note of wisdom myself. The wise will teach you to trust the Lord. So when someone offers you words of wisdom, consider whether those words will teach you to trust God before you take them to heart. And with that, I want to remind you, life happens. Let's enjoy it. And Joni Eareckson Tada said, faith isn't the ability to believe long and far into the misty future. It is simply taking God at His word and taking the next step. And with that, I want to say good night and God bless.